Camp NanoWrimo. What can I say? For Camp NanoWrimo this year, in July, since it is July 2019, I decided to do minutes. Now, you might ask, why in the world would you choose minutes? Well, I was actually inspired by Kate Kavanaugh, who mentioned it in her Camp NanoWrimo videos, that someone had told her that minutes would be easier. Now, the past 3 camps, I decided to do hours because why not? For the regular NanoWrimo, you do the words, the 50,000 or 50K words in a month. And for the camps, I just got tired of doing the word counts because sometimes I write poetry, sometimes I sit there and I revise chapters or I edit. Sometimes I do research, so it just made more sense to do hours. But when Kate Kavanaugh mentioned about the minutes, I thought, why not? So I took 25 hours and I multiplied it by 60 and I came up with, I believe it was 1,500 minutes. I'm not looking at my screen right now, but I believe it was 1,500 minutes. And that was probably the best decision I could have made. Now, granted, it is July the 7th, and so we're still in the beginning stages. And of course, always, always, always at the beginning of the Camp NanoWrimos, it's easy because you're on a roll and you're going strong and you feel great about it. But for me, I began to phase out or fizzle out around the middle of the month. So it is true that about July 15th, which is fast and quickly approaching, I might lose some steam. Now, I'm not trying to jinx myself or speak negatively, but I'm trying to be more realistic. But with this change of goals and the goal of the 1,500 words, I just feel better about it. I am working on multiple projects, including some poetry that I'm sending off to a card company, and I am actually looking for more, getting more of my work out there, which I would talk about in a later video. So for right now, I'm going to show you a session where I write. It is Sunday, July 7th at 2:55 p.m. I have all of my errands and chores done for the weekend. So let's go. I have my Chromebook, which I love immensely. This is my favorite thing to write on. But I should mention, sometimes I do write on my phone, especially when I'm at work, like on lunchtime. I'll sit there in my car, eat my lunch, and write on my phone. Listen, you gotta do what you gotta do when you work a full-time job. So I'll take you with me today. I should tell you that I am writing a story. It's in, I would say, the late 1960s, 1970s, and it's during the Vietnam War. And I've had to do a lot of research for this particular project only because something as simple as McDonald's was different back then than it is today. Did you know that McDonald's, I learned this the other day, they didn't have chicken nuggets until the 1980s. And some of the first things they had on their menu was just burgers, shakes, drinks, fries, and chips. Like, can you imagine having chips at McDonald's? I don't know. When I think of McDonald's, I think of shakes, burgers, and fries. And, of course, chicken nuggets. But, yeah, just simple things like that I have learned. So I do count the research that I do on this project because, like I said, I'm doing minutes. So I just probably wrote for, I don't know, 10 minutes. And I probably should get back to it. I finished writing for today. I wrote about a half hour and then I went and I laid down and I fell asleep. And I don't feel like writing anymore today, so I am watching 5 Feet Apart and relaxing, something I rarely do. Thanks for joining me as I brought you on a day in Camp NanoWrimo, and I hope to do more of these. Let me know if you're doing this, if you're doing Camp NanoWrimo for July. Let me know what your goal is. I'd love to know. And if you like my channel, go ahead and click subscribe. And like I say each and every week, just keep on writing.